The Saint-Luc University Hospital was built in the 70s, like that, in the countryside, 10 kilometers northeast of Brussels. It was a building centered on itself, a monoblock next to its platform, a curing machine, purely functional and different to its soil. This is what I call a lonely machine. Still, little by little, the urbanization caught up with the hospital, but it was not really assimilated. On the left, the hospital, on the right, the campus of students. Next to it, few years later, on the left, the student campus was designed by the famous architect Lucien Kroll with his radical participative approach. This libertarian architecture was built in reaction to the hard presence of Cliniques Saint-Luc. On the right, the campus, on the left, the hospital, the gap between two worlds. And the path from the student campus and the metro station to the hospital entrance. I show here the request of the client. At the top, the existing building, and at the bottom, the desired master plan. A new huge monoblock unit on the opposite side of the technical platform in symmetry with the current monoblock. But how to avoid reproducing the massiveness of the existing building? How to create an urban and human hospital in such a small space, 130 meters long and 30 meters wide? We worked in two directions. First, we worked on the elevation drawings to urbanize and humanize the new building. We have layered it into several plans in its depth. It was composed of several small buildings entangled in each other. The result was the creation of the small urban skyline. Then, to create the unity of place, l'unité de lieu in French, which these two monoblocks, we declined this same concept on layers on their four facades, from the most fragmented, the new monoblock, to the smoothest, the old monoblock. So the whole space is drawn in its depth. The architecture of the hospital then appears as a piece of an urban skyline integrating itself into the landscape of the whole town. It inclines to the sky and it lays on the ground. The hospital is now a small piece of the city on its own. Here, the Manhattan skyline, a famous image that inspired us. A very clear image of the city. Secondly, we have urbanized the technical platform between the two monoblocks, the old one and the new one. We open it towards the south, on the right, towards the university campus of Lucien Kroll and its lively squares. We have also layered it horizontally, the hilly site, into several ground floors. The hospital is now opened on its neighborhood, on its four sides. On the student campus side, the garden steps unfold towards the ground, opening the hospital towards the city. The figure of the hospital has been reversed. The center of the composition is no longer the solid monoblock, but a generous space in the middle of it, a garden. A simply garden. Only a garden. Wow, a garden. We have composed a hospital campus that we have called Hospitacity. On the right, the monoblock unit. On the left, the new monoblock. This illustration shows the different access to the hospital that we have created to link the hospital to the student campus and to the metro station further behind us. Here, the main facade of the new hospital. It's composed of several small vertical buildings, quite simply like small residential buildings. Behind its volume, there is a composition of hospitalization unit plans of a very great efficiency that Stéphane will show you in a few moments. As we move forward, we can see here in the center of the image the new entrance on the ground, normally entrance, with its monumental porch like an hotel, a human entrance, which is no longer an artificial entrance and an artificial ground. And then the facade, and then the facade of the interior garden of the new building of Hospitacité. Stéphane.